We want to look at Femi Adebayo's case critically tonight. Sincerely, we know we have been talking about this case, which has to do more on why the wife was chased out with the child from their matrimonial home, which has of course affected her business. So as sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ìníjẹta for everyone tó yẹ pé wọ́n tẹ̀lé wa Jade lánàá ẹ mọ̀ pé mi máa ń sá ṣe mọ̀ pé bá ti ṣe jọ́kùn máa sá. So well, tonight I saw a video of one of our bloggers on Facebook. Her name is Ajoke and I really want to look into that video. Sincerely, when I watched that video, it really gave me goose pimples. I'm telling you, it's like, like I said, I didn't want to talk about this case because was too emotional for me because involved. When I now saw a video yesterday and the way she presented it, I feel it's something we can talk about as ladies, and for our men that are online too. You can join us and discuss about this. Fún gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá wo Facebook, tẹ́ bá wo broadcast Ajoke Jagaban yesterday, you will know what I'm talking about. But I'll play a little of it. When we said Iyawo Aladuke was chased out of the house, I went to tell you, I discussed about what has been happening. For the past 1 year, I know we have heard the rumor. It was rumored that they have separated, that Femi Adebayo left his matrimonial home. He left home since that time. And the rumor had it as at that time that it was one of, because we even saw one of Adebayo's girls, in the industry, not a girlfriend like those ones that are under them, she came out. She was a friend to Aladuke, that's the wife, and she came out on a because they said Aladuke posted an update saying that the girl destroyed her home, and the girl came out to say, oh, má jẹ́ kí n tú àṣírí ẹ, gbogbo àṣírí ẹ tó wà. And she was the one that told everyone that they said she told the family pé Aladuke oògùn ló fi fẹ́ Femi Adebayo, pé ó fi oògùn Femi, oògùn ló fi balẹ̀ ayé ẹ̀gẹ̀. Ṣé mo ha sọ kíní ẹ̀ níjẹta? Now, for that past 1 year, rumor no là ń gbọ́, nobody spoke out, but we have seen severally Aladuke coming out, she updates from Femi Adebayo and Femi Adebayo's family. Nothing has been heard from them till we speak now, till today. Even with everything that happened yesterday, we are yet to hear anything from the Adebayo's family. Nothing, not even a single sentence has come out from them. And this has battled a lot. Please, if you come in, can you please mute, because I'm not bringing people on now. This has caused panic on so many people's. Good evening, Buttermint. How are you, sis? Ajoke, please help me to power tap as you come, please. Please, I beg you, everybody. So, this has really raised concerns, that, okay, they are not even answering us. Like, it seems that there is no hope anywhere. So, all along, like I said, nothing has been heard from them. And then yesterday, the biggest one came. 2 days ago, they went to where Aladuke was doing her business under the family home. Now, it was through Ajoke Jagaban's video she made yesterday. She's a blogger on Facebook, and she made us to understand that this thing has been going on for a year, which we all know has been going on for a year. But that the begging, it is about the begging, pleading for, please, as you come in, can you mute? Please, I'm begging us, once you come in, mute, or I just drop you, because I'm not bringing anybody up now at the moment. Okay, thank you. So that it was, when she came, of what we have heard before, that they've been separated for a year, but we didn't know what was going on. She made us to understand that she's been speaking with Iyawo all through for the past 1 year since this thing has been happening. She told us that, of course, they have been begging and begging Femi Adebayo. People will say, why would they beg him? Why she won't fee Benny and all that? Far from it. When there is problem in any marriage, any reasonable person that is involved, whichever way, will try to mediate. And when we first heard the rumor, we heard that some people in the industry were trying to speak to Baba Femi Adebayo's dad, Adebayo, to intervene in this matter. Look, Femi is a full-grown man. That's number one thing I want us to understand. Femi is a full-grown man who has had a marriage before. So Femi is not a young boy of like 28, 30 years that you'll be looking at their family affairs and be, meddling into it. But for this particular one, because this will be Femi's second marriage, I think that was why people felt like, why can't the family intervene? And remember, Femi's father, Adebayo, has publicly came out to talk about his regrets for polygamy, having gone through it himself. It's not something that I will wish anybody. And so I think, thank you so much, Auntie Jumi, God bless you, love you, sis. I think that is why most people felt, why can't Baba Adebayo intervene in this? Number one, Ogaeni, that is a boss to Femi. Number two is his father. And Adebayo is well respected by his children. And whatever he says holds. So people feels that, why can't he intervene? And like I said, Abike Jagaban made us understand that they have been begging Femi. And then I now look at what I've heard from the industry, that they have been talking to Baba Adebayo, and Adebayo said he was going to settle them. That was years, when that thing first happened. But that was before we started hearing the rumor of Ogun no fife, Ogun ko no fife. Do you get me? That was all this rumor of, Adebayo is trying to intervene, to be mediate, was before that lady, the evil friend, who I am going to call out tonight. They said her name is Adeto. I don't know her. I don't really know much about her. But this is a friend. I don't want to know what went in between the two of them. But people said, of course, it was Iyawo that first called her out on social media. But the thing is, she was the one that told, that they said she went to tell Adebayo and all the family members that Iyawo Ogun ló fi fẹ́ ọkọ ẹ̀, and gbogbo ogun tó ṣe bye. It has to do with juju, it has to do with kayamata, it has to do with, you understand, it's a bit complicated. And so I guess that was why they couldn't get to anywhere with settlement. We didn't hear anything again until we saw the disgrace that came upon that lady that 2 days ago, where they went to her shop. Number one, they said this lady was a hair hostess when she was in her teens, and then she started her business. I know that before Femi met her, she was already made in the sense of where she had her own business. She had a shop, well-made shop that people, even as at that time, even before all this wahala, people were saying, Oúnjẹ ni Femi lọ Dembe ló fi meet, that he went to eat there and all that. But we saw Femi promoting her business, and they started very well. Until people saw, even in Iyawo, they saw her as being too possessive. Naturally, look, it's just because this has happened most of us in our homes too. Oh, they said she's the third one. Okay, because I know he had one wife before. It was only one wife we had. Third, okay, is it true she was the third one? I don't know. So, but most of us, when I first got married, in my early years of marriage, I would say I was very, very possessive too. And I would say most of you that you are putting blames on her as women, you will recognize this in your marriage. When you first, just look at your first years of marriage, when you're newly wedded, when you are fresh in the marriage, in your first 5 years, look at your behavior in your home with your man. Because she is a celebrity's wife, the husband is a celebrity, so of course people will see to it like, Akilote, you should be, you are aware that he is a celebrity and he is a polygamist, he is a serial cheat, according to, allegedly, I don't know, but people have been saying that you should know him better. Femi is not somebody that you can be so be gala. This became so known when Femi had problem with Dayo Amusa. Remember, they said Dayo Amusa and Femi were very, very, very intimate friends. I don't know how tight the intimacy was, but allegedly that they were close, and people in the industry felt she shouldn't have even intervened in it at all, but she come and put her mouth inside the matter, that she was calling Dayo Amusa out, and everybody felt no, even people that were outside, not even in the industry, we condemned their acts. They are friends, they are colleagues. Apart from being colleagues, they are very, very close. They were close before they got married. You got married to him, and these are his friends. So that means if my husband and his friends are fighting, me I'll go and put my mouth, or his colleague at work, what is your business? And that they were even exchanging words on social media. But I will understand one thing, that she started working with them in the industry, and that was how she became close to most of them. Not because she is Adebayo's wife alone. She became a caterer for them. She supplies food for them. So that would mean she will get close to, she will one way or the other be part of them. Do you get me? So she goes to their location sometimes when they have, she has to provide for them, to cater for them. She will be there. It's not compulsory for her to be there. She can always send somebody, but she might decide to go there because she's getting contracts from them. Now, they started the rumor of it was a big artist that her husband dated before, that it was her that was with him and she went to fight. But that has been debunked, that's a lie, that person was never involved. They might be dating that we don't know, because that was his love gone. He really loved her. That is that actress, but not that actress that she caught with her husband, according to her. That it was not that actress, that it was another one totally. But the truth is, she accepted, according to Abike Jagaban's voice note, the show she had yesterday, she confessed to Abike that she knows that she was too hot-tempered, that when she was in the relationship she was too nosy, and like I said, most of us are like that in our first few years of marriage. So, but fast forward, we didn't hear anything until they came to eject her from the family home. According to Abike Jagaban, the mother, that's this lady's mother, was in her house, in their family home, with the little baby, 6 years old baby or so, child, autistic child. Look, there's something people are writing up and down, that because I saw the video today, I can tell you all, for everyone that's been worried about Iyawo Aladuke is fine. We saw her video today. She posted the video on her Instagram page tonight. It was one of my sisters, Jimmy, that sent it to me, and I went to check and I saw her playing with her son there to showcase to the world. I don't know, Owe Ofe, thank you so much, man. God bless you for the gift. Please help me to power tap everybody engage with this program. I don't know if that video of ours is new or an old video, but she posted that video, and I'm sure she posted that video for every one of us that have been saying a child, she has an autistic child. Please, if you come up, can you please mute, please? I beg you, mute or I drop you. I'm sure maybe even if it is an old video, maybe she posted it because of a lot of people that have been worried about a child being an autistic child. So she has posted that video for two things, I'll say, to tell you that look, I'm fine, everything is fine, we are good. According to the blogger, Abike Jagaban said when she was ejected 2 days ago with her child and the grandmother, that's her mother, that Femi Adebayo provided a place for them in Ikeja for them to move in. So she was concerned, that's the lady, the Abike Jagaban was concerned about the duration of the short stay. Maybe because they said she has nowhere to go. She said she has nowhere, absolutely nowhere to go after they ejected her. So that Femi housed her and the child in an hotel or a short stay or wherever, but she was concerned about the duration. Maybe it's going to be for a long time, or what are those things that has been put in place for her. Now, like she has posted today that she's fine with her child, they are doing well, the baby was playing and they were happy together. For everyone that has been saying people lied about the autistic child, I don't know, I read it online that they said, and I saw the videos of people saying she has a special needs child. Abike Jagaban is close to them, and so many of our people in the industry that knows them, they confirm that child is special need. And I want to let you all know that you're saying people are lying because of the video they have seen. Busy baby. Thank you so much. Because of people that have seen the video are saying, it doesn't look like somebody with that is special need. Look, the spectrum differs. Okay, I work with special needs adults, vulnerable adults, and they have LD, learning difficulties and all that. But let me tell you, it has stages. It is not every one of them that you see, because when we talk about special needs child in Nigeria, you are expecting a Didiri, you are expecting somebody like this, you are expecting somebody. No, some of them talk like me, speak like me. I have one that even challenges me anytime I say something. He speaks like, in fact, his own is too much. His brain acts more than his brain is faster than any other person's own. So it's different. They are quite able. They are able adults, they are able children. They will just show some difficulties in behaviors that you will know they are very intelligent. So don't look at them and you are expecting a Didiri. And that is why they are saying most people are lying. That no, it is only when you go to them you know that look, some of them do have mental capacity to make decisions. The adults that I work with, they have full capacity to make certain decisions that you will be surprised, because they have ADHD or learning difficulty or anything, does not mean they can't make decisions on their own. So don't be expecting a didini from them when you see them. So it might be a special need child, and that is why everyone is calling on the father to look at that boy and the mother, because mostly they need somebody around them. Of course, Ajiunimi, you understand? So they need people around them to put them through. It might be a mild one that he has. Yeah, most people, most people, when they hear special needs child, they will just say Down children alone. Not only Down children, because they believe that it's only Down syndrome children that they are talking about. No, autistic children are different from Down syndrome. Okay, so now let's go ahead now. So sincerely, they have been looking at that boy, and that was why I'm sure she brought it out to know that no, my child is not that type of the child people are looking at. Of course, he has some difficulties, but that doesn't mean, you know, he's totally useless. Do you get me? And then to assure you, you understand, to assure you all that she's fine. What I want to bring out from Abike Jagaban's program she did yesterday was the fact that there was a friend that we all have heard about that has caused this so much pain in the family. They said her name is Tom. I don't know, I don't have a picture. Do you understand? A friend that you confide in so many ways. I don't know what she has confided in that girl, but a lot that I've heard from the industry suggests that there are certain things that the family heard, and that made it very difficult to even beg Femi in the first place. I know Abike Jagaban talked about, you know, whatever you have heard, you know, like they're still pleading. They've been begging him for the past 1 year, according to her, almost 1 year, begging a man not to leave his marriage. One thing I want everyone to know is that when there is no more love in any relationship, do not force it. Begging him for almost 1 year for what? To come back home, because immediately after all this stress, he left the house. He moved out of the house, and that was it. So like I said, peradventure, he has been telling her to leave, that he's no more interested. It was yesterday during a broadcast that we heard that she has been served divorce paper. So while she has been waiting, begging, she has been served divorce paper. I guess it was when she got the divorce paper, she came out to, you know, attack that that tone of a girl. That, oh, the teacher got to my you have destroyed my marriage, thank you. She agreed that she was not perfect in the marriage, but she was still showing love, begging. Abike said when she was talking to her, she wasn't talking bad about her husband. She was still saying, just beg my husband for me. I still love my husband. And then you start wondering, what did she really do? Not about infidelity this time around. No, far from it. That's from her side. Instead, it is from the man's side that you can record any infidelity in that marriage. And she is the one begging. We wouldn't have been talking about this if yesterday, 2 days event did not take place. That is getting her out of the family home with that child. That is what we have in Nigeria. Even if you are legally married, a man will not, in Nigeria, I'm not talking about here, in Nigeria, you and your husband that you know you are legally married, you have money, you have problem, the man will throw your things out. So for this now, because I heard that some people say they are not legally married, some say they are legally married, so I don't know which is true out of it. I know they have Nikai marriage, which every Muslim do have, but I don't know if they are legally married. But I said something even before I heard that podcast. They cannot just come and eject her like that. They will have given her notices. Notice to quit the place must have been given to her. If Femi truly borrowed money, they would have been sending messages to Femi that, look, you are behind in your payments, we will eject you. The bank will have been in touch with the family. How are you? So maybe if it is Femi that they are dealing with directly, Femi will have been telling her, because I heard from the blogger that she just spent another 20 something million naira, about 21 million naira on a shop to bring it back to life before that 2 days ago's event. She was still doing her business right in the business center. She just killed some ram, some cow, some to sell that day. She got catering jobs to deliver that very day. They said she started not too long ago back to business, and she just spent about 20 something million to renovate that place. So you can imagine the blow that will bring to her. Now Femi must have gotten that notice from the bank that they were coming. Did Femi contact Aladuke that please they are coming in 2 days time, or is it that he has been telling her and be communicating with her and she refused, thinking Femi? I just want us to be very, very logic this time around. I know the deed has been done, nothing we can do about it. There is nothing we can do. We feel for her. We have not heard from Femi himself or Femi's family. In fact, today I sent nosy people to the family home, but they couldn't get him. I wanted to do amebo, believe me, but I couldn't get him. I couldn't get him at all. The same day she was sent out of the house and the shop, her poor mother was in the house, and then the mother was still looking at taking care of that little baby. So is it that Femi told her to leave and she thought Femi is lying? I understand emotions are high. People are saying no matter what, Femi did wrong. But I don't know. If truly Femi, let's even assume truly Femi is really owing them, and I told her, can we leave this place? And she refused. The bank will definitely come. But if that is the case, did Femi provide any other place for her and her child? That tells you that that is what goes on in Nigerian marriage. Believe me. If you like, be legally married. When a man is ready to throw your things out, they will just throw it out like that. But I really don't want to blame Femi for now, because we have not heard anything from him. But there is something I want to bring out. For the begging that has been going on for the past 1 year, why is it difficult for Oga Bello and Bello's wife, that's Femi's mother, to intervene in this and mediate? Don't you think it might be deeper than what we are thinking about. When they said ó lọ ṣoògùn fún ni, wọ́n ká oògùn mọ́ lọ́wọ́ ni, I was thinking oògùn. 80% of Nigerian women are olóògùn. Wọ́n tójú bọlé ju. It might not be babaláwo, it might be afa, it might be your woli. Not with all these things that most of these girls, that their ordinary girlfriends are locking husbands. Why won't wives lock their husbands? Most Nigerian women now are into it. Oga Bello himself tó jókòó bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ ti mọ oògùn tó ti fún wọn jẹ ní ọjọ́ ayé wọn, nígbà ayé wọn. Àwọn náà ti di oògùn ẹ̀mí wọn ti bẹ́ẹ̀ bọ́. Because if you are a serial husband, a serial cheat, a serial boyfriend, you have so many that want your attention. Please, can you help me to power tap? Please engage this now. You are not engaging. Tó bá yẹ pé lóògùn pé wọ́n ní ó fi oògùn ó ká oògùn mọ́ lọ́wọ́. Ìyá Femi Adebayo herself wọ́n láwọn tí fún bàbá yẹn lóògùn jẹrí. Nígbà tí bàbá yìí wà ní Ṣàngó Òde, and so many of his wives. I don't want to believe it's because of love charm that they are talking about. Sincerely. Sometimes a lot that we hear though, when a man and his wife separates. Femi had a wife before with children and they separated. For a long time we have not seen them together when Aladuke was there with them. You see, most of the time it was Aladuke, the family, that's Femi's family. Daniel Peter, allegedly, Baba Femi Adebayo náà ti jẹ fóònù nínú oògùn. You know, during that time when Aladuke was in the house, you will see that when they are doing their family, because that family is so family oriented, that Adebayo family, you will see that they are very, very, very close to their father. And then when they used to have their parties, you will see that most of the time Aladuke with her own baby, Femi, maybe I didn't see. Most of the time I never saw Femi's other children coming over to the family home. Maybe they do come, I don't know. So don't let me just be too emphatic about it, because I don't know if it is true or not. But most of the time I do see that Femi and Aladuke were the only one with the child, with that little baby. We don't know what this girl that they said caused all this fights told the family or told Femi himself. What if he told Femi, she told Femi that, look, do you know they do come? Okay, maybe she told Femi that ó fẹ́ pa àwọn ọmọ tó ti bí tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀, ilé babaláwo kan, that we went to one babaláwo, and just assuming, that maybe he told the family and Femi that when I took her to one babalawo, or when she took me to one babalawo, she was telling the babalawo that mi ti ẹ fẹ́ kí Femi kó rántí àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ mọ́ láyé kó gbàgbé àwọn ọmọ yẹn ni, or bàbá àwọn ọmọ yẹn kó tàwọn kú níṣẹ́. We don't know what lies the lady told her husband. Kí lobìnrin lè ṣe fún ẹ tó yẹn? Anyway, when it comes to why am I being silly? Kí lobìnrin lè ṣe fún, when a man is ready to leave you, no matter what you do, whatsoever, wọ́n pa irọ́ ìmí ìmú ẹ báyìí, wàá máa wo pé ṣé ọkọ mi ló ń parọ́ mọ́ mi yìí. When a man is ready to leave you, you are at the mercy of everyone. There is nothing they will not say about you, because what they are holding on to is ó lọ ṣoògùn. ṣé oògùn because of the oògùn tí gbogbo wa ń ṣe lójoojúmọ́, oògùn tó yẹ pé ìyáálé ilé mi ojoojúmọ́ ló ń sín òbò fún ọkọ ẹ̀ nítorí àwọn obìnrin ìta tó fẹ́ lọ́ọ̀kì ọkọ ń ta. Every day on TikTok you see, come and lock your boyfriend, come and lock your man, come and lock your this. So many housewives have been pressured to go into all this juju thing. Some of them never thought of it. So even if Femi got to know that his wife did ogun for him, ṣé ogun kó pa ẹ́ ní Femi? Ṣó fẹ́ pa ẹ́ kó jogún ni? People are asking questions because most obìnrin ò fẹ́ pọkọ, wọ́n fẹ́ win heart yín ni. That is why if you are a shino man and you are watching me, it's not only your wife that is locking you, your girlfriends are locking you, and that is why your kwe koma ya wèrè ni torí wọ́n máa lock you ba ye yín jẹ́ ni. If you can imagine having 4 girlfriends and all of them are locking you. Taiwo lock you, Kemi lock you, Jumoke lock you, Kafaya lock you, 4 girls lock you, Mrs. Adebayo lock you, 5 locking. Wawa jawere. That's why most of you don't know what you are doing again, because of the fire locking by aye inge. Some has given you igbin, some has given you ejadudu, some has given you so many, and then you start misbehaving. Wèrè lẹ máa ń yàgbẹ́ yìí. So even if your wife actually locks you, Femi Adebayo, because she doesn't want to lose you, she must have locked because of your behavior. Some men are smart. They will go and do it. The woman will not know. If I don't know, how can I lock you? But once I have been seeing all these things, today it's Kemi that is calling you. Tomorrow it's Tayo that is calling you. Next tomorrow is Jumi. I will go and lock you. Ma lock ye pani. Ma fọwọ́ bá tiẹ̀ jẹ́. Ma sí òbò. Ma fẹ́ sí òbò pa sí ẹ pa nínú ilé. Ma sí òbò tó yẹ pé gbogbo ti ta yẹn gan náà. Báwo náà ṣe ń lock ẹ? Èmi náà máa lock ẹ. We will lock and jam you. Ọlọ́run nìkan ló lè tú ẹ sílẹ̀. Ó máa ya wèrè gbẹ̀yìn ni. It's because of your attitude, your behavior, that she has seen in you. That is why she's locking you. N tó fi lock ẹ nìyẹn. If nothing has to do with your children, because I know how it is. Tó bá kẹ̀yìn àwọn ọmọ, tí bàbá tó bá kẹ̀yìn bàbá sí àwọn ọmọ tó ti ní tẹ́lẹ̀. I used kayamata for my husband. Badejoko, God bless you. You use kayamata for your husband. No matter. Any, àwọn ní àwọn tó dàgbà. Àwọn dẹ̀ lo kayamata fọ́kọ. You can imagine. Auntie Yinka, I locked him. Oh. Why won't I lock? I locked him. Obo mo je fi lock yẹn. Obo lọ sí tèmi sí obo. Wọ́n sin ni. Mo lọ́ọ̀kì ní lọ́ọ̀kì kí ni. You know, so you can imagine. Now, if he has nothing to do with his ex-wife's children, his own children, because Yabeji, thank you so much. Because if it has something to do with the children, to forgive such a woman would be very difficult. If he got to know that she turned him against his children, it might be a very difficult woman to forgive. Because by that time, when a man is being locked against his own children from previous marriage, the man will not even look back at all. He will not want to see those children. Azim, Atere, go on, ma. Or sir. Shakira, where is the Ike chart? Where is the Ike chart? Is it Abike's own that you're talking about? Not Ike. Abike's own. This one. Is it Abike's own that she talked about? This one. You need Azim. You need my help for what? Did your wife leave you?
Ọkùnrin gidi máa ń defend ìyàwó ẹ̀ fún pé pàtí ìyàwó yẹn wà fọ́ọ̀tì. Tó bá rẹ̀ nìkẹ́ni tó ń tí ẹ̀ pé lè dànù jẹ́ kó lọ. Ẹnìyàn ìṣẹ́ ni tó dà. Ó ti gbàgbé kó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ apalẹ́ ni tó bá ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tó bá jẹ́wọ́ náà ló ṣe gbóhun tó ṣe yìí kan. Ó wá lóhun máa fárígá fáínálì. Òun máa jẹ́ ẹlẹ́, ó lè má jẹ́ breadwinner, ó lè má jẹ́ provider. Wọ́n kàn mí wá tí wọ́n máa ń ṣe púpọ̀. Ìyẹn kò lè fojú fò ó. Wọ́n jẹ́ kẹ́nikẹ́ni tiẹ̀. Ó wá màmá bàbá yìí pé kí wọ́n ti lo ìgbà wọn dáadáa kọ́ lọ́njọ́ kó tó wọ́n fi gbogbo wọn lẹ́nu yìí wọn àtàláfíà kún ìfi lórí ayé. Kí ṣe ẹni ọmọ tó wọ́n ṣojú wọn jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ kẹ́ máa pa wọn lẹ́rìn kẹ́ máa múnú wọn dùn. Àmọ́ tó bá yá àgbà wọn ò ní kẹ́yìn kẹlẹ́yìn yín síwájú. Wọ́n láti lọ náà ni. Ẹ wá dálé ayé yín dé láìsí wọn níbẹ̀. Kò sí bí yàn ṣe lè dàgbà tó láyé yìí. Kéèyàn fẹ́ kéèyàn rẹ́yìn ọmọ èèyàn.
Sincerely, I got something from her, when she was talking about the parents that, have they intervened or is there something they can do about it? And we pay look, Baba, you are all going very soon. You will all but somebody like the initial one we heard about Funke Akindele, I'll mention her name now because this one they said that time when she was dating Femi Adebayo, that it was the father that refused them getting married. But I heard something differently yesterday. They said no, that the father was even happy about the relationship when he was still married to his wife. That the father was part and parcel. Allegedly, that they were that the father was in support for her being the second wife coming in. So that the father gets mouth well for this thing. So that is why I think that is why she's begging and pleading, and they said they have been pleading for the past 1 year. Let's listen to her again.
Láti dá ṣàyè yín yóò tẹ́ máa wẹ̀yìn tí ò ní sí bàbá yẹn mú pẹ́ mọ́ tí ò ní sí yà wọ́n ti dàgbà dáadáa wọ́n rí bí àgbà rè àgbà wà wà lọ́wọ́ tẹ̀yìn náà báwo lẹ ṣe fẹ́ tó ṣé gbogbo nǹkan tó bá ti wọ́jẹ́ kó bàjẹ́ tán kẹfọ́ ni kẹfọ́ ó sì nǹkan tó jọ òrìrì nínú márèjì o mi ò parọ́ wà fún torí ti kọjá stéèjì yẹn ti wà ní kóòtù ọmọ kan sọ pé tó dàlẹ́ bá wọnú ọ̀dọ̀ èèyàn wá àbí ká jẹ́ ká gbà pé bóyá wọn ló tiẹ̀ fọmọ yẹn kan sẹ́ẹ̀tì ẹ̀ ó kò pé ṣé wọn kan nídìí ẹ̀. Lára gbígbóná owó ó máa ń pani ó máa ń ṣe nílé ṣe ni ó máa ń dá ìsàn tí ò yẹ kó wà lára èèyàn lẹ̀ wíṣí tí mò ń sọ títí ẹ̀ fún ọmọbìnrin yìí kọjá yẹ nǹkan burúkú ni kóbìnrin máa ṣáṣe fóònù ọkùnrin nǹkan burúkú ni láyé yìí kọ́kọ́ ẹ wà lórí fóònù kó máa ṣe láì.
Kó máa ná òun kiri.
ọkọ ń bára ẹnu jẹ́ ni nǹkan burúkú ni kọkùnrin sọ pé òun jáde kó máa fi mọ́tò chase ẹ̀ kiri ẹ̀yin obìnrin.
We talked about that one because they said her husband went out and she chased him with the car. This is somebody that spoke with her and she acknowledges the fact that it is true. You understand? Most of the behaviors that they said she did while she was in marriage.
Nǹkan burúkú kọ́kọ́ yín kékeré ló máa mú ṣòkòtò ẹ̀fẹ́ yẹ pátẹ́wò wọ́n ti dó pa wọ́n ti lò ó pa kí n tẹ yín. Olúlalẹ̀ olómi ẹ̀ ló máa rẹ̀ mọ̀ pé yẹ̀sì STD wà ń ta ẹ̀rù ń bá àwọn èèyàn. Àwọn ìbíjọ́ tó bá wọn ẹ̀kọ́ láti ẹni tí ó bí òun ẹ̀kọ́ láti ẹbí wọn náà pèsè ẹdí bó sì kẹta yẹn náà ló fẹ́ máa lọ ajẹ́rí ẹ̀. Ti nǹkan burúkú ni ká lóbìnrin gbóná jù kẹ máa ṣọkọ kẹ máa ṣọkùnrin kiri nǹkan burúkú gbáà ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣọkùnrin jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọkùnrin tó bá máa jà wá jà wọ̀.
Wọ́n bá ti ṣe
wọ́n á kọ́ fún rẹ̀ ń gé fún lásán bí tó ti ń ná ọmọ ìjà tó ń nọrùn bí pẹ́pẹ́ yóò ní pangi tó ń ṣe báyìí láàrin pátí wọ́n gan ló ń yẹ̀yẹ́ ara ẹ̀. Ẹ má ti rọ ọkùnrin pẹ̀lú obìnrin nìkan ara yìí tí wọ́n gbóná fòfò fàfà nǹkan burúkú ayérayé náà. Òun làwọn àgbàlagbà ṣe sọ pé obìnrin tára ẹ̀ bá ti gbóná jù tí ò bá parí àpọ̀kọ. Èyí tí ò pọ̀kọ tí ò parí aṣọ nǹkan tó tóbi lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ á pàpà pàdánù ẹ̀. Ọmọ bá ní wọn lé obìnrin àbí lé ọkùnrin kiri. Wọ́n léyàn kan náà bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ọkùnrin ní tiẹ̀. Ó máa ṣọ́yàwó ẹ̀ báyìí ní pé kí ló dé láti ìgbà tó ti dé kò wẹ̀. Wọ́n sọ fún mi wọ́n ní kò wẹ̀ báyẹn kí n ti yíṣẹ́ ilẹ̀ fẹ́ wẹ̀ fún ni. Ìgbà tí ìyàwó máa dáhùn ìyàwó ló fẹ́ mú pátá òun lẹ́fíta tó ń bá ti bọ́ pátá. Wà mi ò gbọ́ èmi ò tún bọ́ múra rẹ̀.
Sọ ọkùnrin mi náà ń ṣọ́yàwó.
Ọkọ àwọn amadó pàṣẹ torí kò ní iṣẹ́ ní ilé àmọ́ sípẹ́ ìdílé láti kiri kan ó máa ti wọ kíṣìn òun náà kò fẹ́ lọ wẹ̀ ní àwọn náà mọ̀ pé èwo ni iṣẹ́ ṣe o fẹ́ wẹ̀ fún wọn ni. Nígbà máa bá wọn dá sí ìyàwó ní ẹjẹ́ kóun lamọ́lẹ̀ ẹjẹ́ lamọ́lẹ̀ ẹjẹ́ ó fẹ́ mú pátá mi ìgbà mo kọ́kọ́ gbọ́ fẹ́ mú pátá mi àyà mi já pé ṣó fẹ́ fi ṣògùn ni. Wọ́n nínú ọ̀gbìn kan ó ló máa gbé síbi ojú bọ́ọ̀bù ó lọ sí ojú bọ́ọ̀bù kọ́ máa ní ṣé ìyàwó rèé ṣé nọ́ọ̀sì ló lọ ṣe yìí wọ́n ti ṣe kíní kan pa. Mo rò báyìí pé nǹkan máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ àwọn tá a lọ́kọ́ ní àlè àwọn ọmọ pé bó ṣe ń lọ rè bó ṣe ń gbọ́dọ̀ lálálálá lórí kíyàn tó máa dúró tó kíyà pẹ̀ ó ló ti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ méjì tó máa kó pátá òun léjijì tó máa sọ pé ṣe bí spam rè ṣe bí kí wọ́n pẹ́ láti ibi iṣẹ́ tóun ti ṣiṣẹ́ òun dẹ̀ lòun gbé wọlé ìgbà tó dẹ̀ ti dé ó ní kò yẹ iṣẹ́ ọkọ ọmọ pé Nàìjíríà ò dàbí ìlú òyìnbó kéèyàn máa lọ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ máa sọ pé òun sùn ta lọ́jọ́ mẹ́ta just because ó fẹ́ bóbìnrin sọ òun yóò ṣe 91 2 3 nẹ́ẹ̀sì tó bá ti wá kó máa gbọ́ pé ẹ lọ́ máa wẹ̀ máa tún un bíyàwó bá dẹ̀ ti wẹ̀ wàhálà ni tó di pé kó bá ṣe ń bọ́ pátá kó wọ́n bá wẹ̀ pátá ni wọ́n máa kí wọ́n lẹ̀ wọ́n máa gbé sójú bọ́ọ̀bù.
Wèrè nìyẹn.
Things are happening. Because iṣẹ́ mi ni mo ti dá sọ́rọ̀ ìgbà míì tí fóònù mi bá rìn tí máa wò báyìí máa kọ́ ra sọ́lẹ̀ because mi ò lè wá kó mi ò sì gba owó bẹ̀ I am not monetized I am not one of those.
Dennis Cornelia Ludwig, sincerely, going to bloggers might destroy things more. You said and you think the boy will forgive her for even going to that blogger. You are all joking. I don't know how she got to know the blogger, how they got to know. Let me tell you, most people do not go to bloggers. Being a blogger is a different thing from her knowing her personally. They might have a relationship because she has not come to me as a blogger now and she has not gone to other bloggers. I don't know how she got to know her. It might be different totally from her being a blogger. It might just be a relationship she has with her because the blogger said her sister is her own friend and it was her sister that talked to her about it. I don't think Iyawo gave the matter to any blogger. It is based on the relationship she has with her. I guess. Do you get me? Because I heard when she said Iyawo's sister is her own sister. And believe me, already she knows the marriage is gone. So even if she talks to blogger now, it changes nothing. I've said it, most things that comes on social media gets destroyed. I would always advise people, don't bring your matter to social media. Try and see if everything can be resolved. We have not heard Akim, what's his name? Adebayo speak out. We have not heard the family speak out. Nothing has been said from them. But it is only from Iyawo. She was the one that updated the other time too. When that thing happened that we didn't even know. So 100% I agree with you. Speaking to bloggers might destroy things more. But already this is a destroyed matter. And for the blogger to have spoken out about, it is about her being out there on social media. Because we all saw the video of ejection. So she didn't call press to come and see what it is me bota what it me. We all saw it on social media, and you know that this person that has a special relationship with her will have gone to her, or she will have called, or the sister will have called her to say, look, sorry, at last want to let me Jade. I guess that was what happened. Not that she purposely said, bring my husband out, let them know that he ejected me. No. It's everywhere all over the social media. If that thing did not happen, people will not see it. Standbys were there. Even these people still talked about it. TVC talked about it. I guess, I'm not too sure. I think I saw them talking about it. I'm not too sure. Okay, man, for lock and TVC. So, people, it's everywhere. So, she wouldn't have said anything if that thing is not up there in social media already.
People who just bring cases just to build the audience on their pages, not to any monetization. No. I do my own for humanity. On my own need to put that baby tabale dazi kadasho bukote te pari ete kadasho. Ibi ta ma tin pa omo ete ka so tuto. Ti oríṣiríṣi nǹkan ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú tí mo ti fẹ́ tí gbọ́ tí mo ti fojú rí. I'm telling you. Mo rí ọkọ nínú ìlú táwa yìí tó kú ti fún bàbá ọmọ ẹni obìnrin yẹn ti bí ọmọ tẹ́lẹ̀ ó lè ti wá fẹ́ ọkọ yìí àmọ́ bàbá ọmọ tó ti filẹ̀ 7 years ago ó padà wá ká ìyàwó yẹn mọ́lé ọkọ tó wá fẹ́ presently now move to the living room ó dẹ̀ ní tí bàbá ọmọ ẹ̀ bá ṣe tán pẹ̀lú yàrá ìyàwó òun lókè ó lá máa kọjá bá máa sọ pé good morning ó láwọn àjọ kíra wọn mo níṣẹ́ ó máa ń dáhùn olóhùn máa ń dáhùn ní ògbóró ẹ̀rí shit lóyìnbó táwa shit pọ̀ gan.
That one, Abike, it is not only from your side. You remember I told you people about a story about four years ago. A lady that got married, a man from Ireland. They are my friends. Their wife and husband, they are my friends. The wife might be watching me now. He left his wife in Ireland, divorced his wife, left his mortgage, and got married to another divorcee. A lady left her own husband too and got married to my friend's husband. They moved to the UK, 2 of them. She left her husband, my friend's husband left his wife, and they moved to UK. They started living together. They got married, had a child together. The man started suspecting his new wife that is dating another man. She will say she's going to work. She will go to another man's place. The man now monitored her and then followed her, tiptoed, followed her to the place. You remember the story, Buttermint? And then when they got there, it was her former husband she was seeing. And to fi sílẹ̀ for years. Ó lọ padà lọ́ńdọ̀, ó fẹ́ yẹ fẹ́ dòpà yẹn do dáadáa. She left her husband and then went to her former husband, and that one they started dating again as husband and wife. My friend husband, he come and stand like this like mumu. He was crying. Why did you leave me? You can't do this to me. Remember our love. The former husband said, leave my wife. Leave my wife. Leave my wife. What are you talking about? She's my wife. But who owns wife between old husband and new husband? And the wife said, and so shit do happen. Old taker come back to become new taker. My friend husband became mumu, was crying like ọmọ tó gba búrẹ́dì lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ẹmọ tí bọ́ọ̀sì bá ja ẹ sílẹ̀ tó bá yà ha the man was there ha he was just crying like mumu bí ẹni tí bọ́ọ̀sì mú lọ́wọ́. So AJ, you are right, go on mama.
Wọ́n á tún bọ̀wọ́ ìyàwó dẹ̀ ti lé pé kó máa lọ pé òun ò ṣe mọ́ àmọ́ ó ní pé ilé tóun fẹ́ gbà ó ní landlord sọ pé kóun dúró de sátẹ́lẹ̀ tí wọ́n dẹ̀ níbi tóun máa lọ pèsè òun máa ń sùn sí níbi rọrùn mo ní òde ẹ̀fọ́jú ẹ̀ kó sì ń gbé ọkọ tó ti pọ̀ lẹ́tẹ̀lẹ̀.
á dẹ̀ máa gbọ́ tó ń dóra wọn lókè yíyàpá.
sista ibi sọ wá sùn sí níbi rọrùn ó dúró de déètì tán sọ pé wọ́n máa fún ní ilé níbi 1 bedroom tó lóun fẹ́ lọ gbà tí yẹn ti gbé ọkọ
mẹ́wàá ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ara mi dé mú ká.
ọkọ ti tẹ́lẹ̀ tó bímọ fún wọn yẹn ti gbé wọlé padà wọ́n sì jọ ń sùn lókè. ọkọ ẹ̀ tó wá fẹ́ pẹ́sẹ́ǹtì tó náà ní ṣùgbọ́n yẹn sì sùn níbi rọrùn lórí sófà. kò sí nǹkan tó jó rírí nǹkan táwọn ọkùnrin mi máa sọ pé àwọn ò lè gbé ìlú òyìnbó láyé nìyẹn tó ní pé ojú wọn rí ṣége bàzà gbóbìnrin ṣe ń ro títí ẹ lọkùnrin náà àwọn kankan.
ọkùnrin ò fẹ́ gbé ìlú òyìnbó because of their own lifestyle in Nigeria. They know they have all the power in Nigeria. Can a man do that to his wife here? What Femi did to his wife? It is not possible. If it is true that they borrowed money, they will have done everything before even him leaving. If he separated with his wife, the wife will have done all the paperwork and she'll be paying, and it's not possible. It's not possible for a man to throw his wife's thing out like that. So that is why most of the time when you see them, when they come abroad, the men hate living here. If they tell my husband to pack his load today to Nigeria, he will gladly do. Most men do not want to live abroad, not at all, because they can't, because of all these things that they do in Nigeria. Shino ti baye won je, they want to do their shino and eat their shino. Here, your wife knows where you work. She knows when you will close. She knows when you will be back. She knows everything about all your itinerary there in pockets. But in Nigeria, build up mu won, kini agbe won, olopa agbe won. So that is it. But here, so Femi Adebayo will just wake up one day and just walk out from the marriage, and that is it. Nothing, no paperwork done until they anyway.
Ojú wọn rí màbò tí mi rí nǹkan tẹ́fẹ́ jọ irun tó wà nílẹ̀ lápájá kan ní kójó wù ìyàwó ẹ̀ gangan lòún gbọ́ báyìí. Number one, ó kúkú òjijì kò ṣe pálọ̀ lóyún ẹ o bó bá ṣàgbọ̀n tó lọ lé aláwọ̀ kó rí ilé àfàjù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ bóbìnrin bá máa mú yàn bóbìnrin bá máa náà tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún ẹ wá mu. Wàláì kò sẹ́ni tí Ọlọ́run ò lè mú tí ò lè tara obìnrin mú. Mi ò rí bónítọ̀ ṣe lè lágbára tó. Wọ́n ṣe lè wà spiritually fortified tó. Tọ́lọ́run bá fẹ́ sọ pé owó obìnrin ní jẹ́ pẹ́rẹ́ máa ṣubú sí bẹ́ẹ̀ tí kò sí bó ṣe lè lágbára tó láyé yìí. Àti gbọ́n ó wà ní Àlùkùránì, ó wà ní Bíbélì, ó wà ní àwọn ọ̀tàn àbáláyé àwọn táwọn náà bá sọ pé obìnrin kí ló dé tó ń sọ̀kò wọ́n sọ̀kò fún Mọ́remí ní ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn Ìlàjẹ wọ́n sì ń ṣọdún Mọ́remí nífẹ̀ẹ́. Kò sí nǹkan tí ó lè ṣẹlẹ̀. Ó wà nùtàn àbáláyé. Kò sí ohun tó lè kó máa gbọ́ báyìí. Ṣé o gbọ́ bí tó sọ pé bàbá ẹ̀jẹ̀ bá mi yanjú ẹ̀ kó kú dànù ni? Àbí wọ́n kúrò nù wọn? Kò ṣe yẹn kó pẹ́ lọ́mọ, kò ṣe nǹkan kan fún ẹ. Bó bá sọ lọ́rùn ẹ̀ nà, out of anger, ó yẹ kí wọ́n lè fi maturity. Tó bá láwọn èèyàn tó dá lẹ́gbàá táwọn ọ̀rẹ́ tó dá kò yẹ kẹ́ bá débi tẹ́ bá dé. Wàláì. Ìsinmi ìfọkànbalẹ̀ lójú láyé ìyàwó àwọn ọkọ àti ìyàwó tó ń jọ ń jà everyday àwọn kan wà wọ́n ṣe ń jà yẹn wọ́n so wà inseparable
100
lè yà wọ́n tún sì gbá wọn yẹn rí wọ́n rọra wọn wá ṣe wèrè fúnra wọn tí àwọn ẹbí ìyàwó bá wá mú ìyàwó lọ sọ́dọ̀ family wọn. This
is not to encourage TV, you know. I will always say ọba ti di pé ẹ̀ ń lura yín ẹ̀kẹ́rù yín ẹ̀ máa lọ. So I think she's just trying to buttress a point. But for me on my platform, I will say when it comes to ẹ̀ ń lura yín gbẹ́rù kò máa lọ kò máa dóòkú mọ́kọ ẹ lọ́wọ́ kò máa dóòkú máwọn ẹbí ẹ lọ́wọ́. Do you get me? But I think she's trying to just point out something that whatsoever tí Femi ò bá gbọ́, maybe ó gbọ́ pé máa pa ẹ́ ni tó bá fẹ́ yà lé ẹ̀ padà máa pa ni tó bá gbà wọ́n mú ẹ̀ máa pa ni. It might just be ọ̀rọ̀ ẹnu lásán wípé ṣó pa ẹ́ lọ́mọ jẹ ni. Like I asked, I said, what is that offence? What is the grievance of her offence that has made him not to forgive her to the extent of ejecting her just like disgrace of the highest order? I know Femi wouldn't have loved to be disgraced that way if truly it's about Iyawo. Forget it. He wouldn't want to be. No. So surely this is like, let's plan it with the bank. I'm just assuming she doesn't want to leave the house. Maybe by the time they come and pack her away, she will go. We have told her to go. We don't want the marriage again, and she doesn't want to leave. And does it mean that I have to leave all my life savings for her? I can't leave that house for her. I've told her to leave. I think what Femi should have done is to get her a smaller place. To get her a smaller place and say, look, mo le rent ilé mi fún ẹ, or for you and your child, I can buy a smaller place for you, but please leave that place. But I guess because her business is already established in this same address, it's a very dicey one. This is where her business is based. So that means she has to start all over again. If he had moved her, I think that would have been her thoughts. Because even if they do their, divorce, after the divorce, she will have to leave and they will. So maybe, I don't know. Oh, sad. For settlement. It might be arranged.
Èmi wà bó ṣe lóbìnrin yóò dá ọmọ tó máa ń bú ọmọ tó ẹnu ẹ̀ mú wò kó lè fọmọ yẹn lẹ̀ torí àwọn pàtì bí kan wà tó láìkì lára ẹ̀. I'm not saying sexually. Ìwà mi lè wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ tó máa ń múnú ẹ̀ ló lè láwọn àpọ́nlé pọ̀ lára tó tún máa ń fún torí ẹ̀ máa ń wò. Ó lè nígbà kẹ́lẹ́ lọ lára òun. Tó bá yá sórí éèjì ni kò kọ́. As long as the domestic violence were involved.
Thank you. You see, she pointed the DV. That one that I said, she pointed it out. So.
Wọ́n ti dẹrù ẹ̀ síta gbogbo àgbáyé lórí pọ́n dẹrù ẹ̀ síta kò kọ́ nǹkan kan kúrò ńbẹ̀ kò rí nǹkan kan kó kúrò wọ́n pèsè fún lélẹ̀ kò lè rí ìkòkò tó máa fi séńjẹ kò lè rí nǹkan kan á dáwọ́ àwọn tó ti dẹ́pọ́sìtì padà gbogbo ayé ló ti gbé àwọn búlọ́ọ̀gì ti gbé deliberately ni mi ò pòsẹ̀ ó sì máa pa àwọn àti kan wọ́n máa bú sẹ́kún sí bí kò tó jẹ́ nǹkan tó ń pa wọ́n lẹ́kún láti àná. Everybody is supposed why do you have to go this length? Like consider mine. Me best already one-on-one Femi. Have we even met? No, I don't think we have met before, but I met your dad. We met somewhere. Yes, and I greeted him so well. Your dad, social media. I stood up for him. To cleanse his name, and people can testify to it. Yet I haven't met him before. But whilst they were bashing him, because that is who I am, not because of what I stand to gain from any one of you. I want a shidada. And one shidada, no, I won't feel legacy to that left in any movie industry. They not the carry Urukomo. Hey, what do you take on Coconto in no budget? They have been with you. Èèyàn fi òkúlẹ̀ fọlọ́run mi ní sọ jù báyìí lọ try láti ṣàtúnṣe gbogbo lọ́tọ̀ ń pa ọmọ yẹn náà tí wọ́n ń pa lórúkọ jẹ́ gbogbo blog nǹkan tí òun ṣe nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan nìyẹn because wọ́n ti fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ òun náà ní títí ẹ̀ evidence wà lọ́wọ́ òun náà mo rí gbogbo nǹkan tó ń yẹn tó ń kọ the other time òun apalẹ̀ jẹ́ you better don't drag yourself máa mú òkú dá padà drag yourself báwo àbí wọn ló máa drag ara rẹ̀ last. Ele wo yan be nko le ni but wọ́n ní dada o le ja o le la on tọ́lọ́run máa yàn fún wọ́n dẹ̀ máa gbèjà lórí social media but ẹ̀yin pé má fà lọ dẹ́tí nítorí ṣe rántí pé kẹ́ bá fà sọ́tún sósì orúkọ Fẹ́mi á ṣe mọ̀ jáde àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ò dé ṣe fetí gbọ́ wọ́n dẹ́tí jù mo ti ráwọn blogger.
Wọ́n lọ́rọ̀ yẹn dẹ́tí jù àwọn nǹkan mi tá a mọ̀ wọ́n ló dẹ́tí jù kò mọ̀ ṣé Fẹ́mi tó I don't know.
Àwọn tó ti treat kéèsì yìí Which wọn tán ti ṣe àwọn nǹkan kan but ẹni Àbíkẹ́ ṣe má ṣe nǹkan tèmi ọ̀tọ̀ ni. Ìdí kó lè dá kí gbogbo èèyàn ojú tẹ́ bá
Thank you, Mojirade.
Padà it is okay. Ẹjọ́ kò parent ọmọ yẹn peacefully. Ẹjọ́ wọ́n ilẹ̀ ń travel ẹni tó bá lọ́mọ tó wà bẹ́yẹn ẹ máa travel wá sí ìlú òyìnbó gan ò gba àwọn kankan láàyè pé kéèyàn lọ́mọ tó ní special need kẹ́ má lè tọ́jú ẹ̀ kẹ́ ṣàyẹ̀sí ẹ̀ ẹ̀ dẹ̀ fẹ́ wá máa kí wá ń bí báyìí. àwọn olóyè ò dẹ̀ ń tẹ́kẹ̀ gbóró nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n ń tẹ́kẹ̀ láìpẹ́ rárá. Ọlọ́run á pèsè fún ẹ o yóò sì kọ́ ọmọ ṣe olórí tó jẹ́ ìdílé yín ò sì ní tìrù lágbára.
Àmì Jésù à ń bẹ̀ yín ní dádì.
Ẹ jẹ́ bá wa wá ilé fún ọmọ yẹn má jẹ́ kó dẹni ẹ̀gbẹ́ títí o.
Kẹ́ ti gbọ́.
Ojú ti mọ̀ ẹ́ èèyàn púpọ̀ mọ̀ òun gbogbo àbùkù tó bá fi kàn léwu
ìwọ ni
ara ẹ̀ náà máa fi pé
100%.
àwọn yẹn jáde lára ẹ̀. Bó bá bá fẹ́ kó kíní kan sìn wá ní ìyàwó Fẹ́mi Adébáyọ̀.
100.
Bàbá ní Táyọ̀ nìkan èèyàn mélòó ló mọ̀ òun fún ara ẹ̀.
Ọmọ.
Yes ó ń tayọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n tí orúkọ títí ẹ̀ gangan ni.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Tó dé gbogbo nǹkan tó máa má bá àwọn bá ẹni tí ò kọ́ ṣe nǹkankan máa dáwọ́ bò ẹ máa dáwọ́ bò ẹ kó parent ẹ gbàgbé gbogbo ara ẹ gbóná ara ẹ ṣe owó kò tún jẹ́ ṣe owó ẹ̀ mọ́ kò tún jẹ́ fi owó ẹ̀ ṣọmọ mọ́ láyé tó gbẹ̀yìn obìnrin tó kù ẹ mọ́ jẹ́ kára yín gbóná wọ́n bá wá sọ nǹkan fún yín pọ̀kọ́ yín wà níbí báyìí ẹ má dá wọn lóhùn ẹni tó wá ṣe kiri fún yín náà tún lè lọ lẹ́yìn kó tún lọ bá ti yín jẹ́.
Pẹ́ kó tó rìn lọ.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ bí báyìí solution wà ń bẹ́ẹ̀.
Gbàtí òrìn lọ ń kọ́.
Ẹ rìn yín lọ́tọ̀ ẹ má jẹ́ kó jẹ́ èyí tó mọ̀ kọ yín.
Ẹ jẹ́ kó rìn.
Ṣé náà ló ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ o? Torí wọ́n tó lè wá gbé nǹkan tí ẹ mọ ìwọ́n tó jù àwa yìí ti rí rí. Tí bá ní kí n sọ personal experience tèmi ilé abájẹ́. Èmi ò fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ torí náà pé èmi mo tètè mú I'm a decision maker. Mi ò ń what? Because I don't like wàhálà. Ṣọyẹ oúnjẹ ògbóyàn náà ló máa dàbí àwa.
Obìnrin.
Ẹ fìfẹ́ wọn mọ yín. Ẹ̀yin àgbàlagbà tẹ́ wà láàárín wọn. Ẹ wọlá ọmọ yẹn. Kẹ́ tètè bomi pọ̀ gbolé tó wà lẹ́mọ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ nígbà tó ọmọ yẹn bá ń sun ẹ̀gbẹ́ títì. Àbí tí gbogbo ẹ̀ tún dàrú. Ọmọ tó bá wà nínú situation bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Ẹ dáwọ́ pọ̀ ẹ máa fìfẹ́ train ẹ̀ ó dàgbà sínú bẹ́ẹ̀. Ṣọyẹ yín not anything tó tún máa hard mọ́.
I love you.
Àbí tínú ẹ máa fi bàjẹ́ ẹ lè rò bí àpò mọ ẹ̀yin ìyá àti bàbá ẹ ó lè yẹ jù nǹkan ó lè jẹ́ ọmọ àgbàlagbà gan ni lọ́wọ́ yín bẹ́ẹ̀ yín tí ò ní yẹ yín tó sì rí gbogbo ìyá tí wo bàbá kò sí yẹ òun tó ń bànújẹ́ tó dẹ̀ wo tìyá náà sí bàbá ẹ tó dẹ̀ pé yàwọn sùn nínú bànújẹ́ láàárọ̀ lọ́sàn áńgẹ́lì òun délé ẹni tó ń ṣètọ́jú òun ìwọ bàbá náà provider òun pé kí ló dé tẹ́ máa wá dá gbogbo ẹ̀rù báyìí ẹlẹ́dàá spirit àjọ̀nú ẹ̀gán lè máa fẹ́ ó ti yé yín.
No, it's only one child though.
Ọlọ́run á lè jẹ́. She's fine. She's coping. You know, I told you guys in the morning that I would go and do my findings to see if she's okay. She's okay. She's okay. Seriously, she's okay. I won't say she's fine.
One, it's only one.
In that situation, but she's okay. She's
all locations, it's one.
Time around.
It's only one.
Some people said when I'm online, they want to call in.
So, according to the blogger Iyawo has been, communicating with, she's fine, and I can see her on, social media today. She has posted herself. She's definitely fine, but surely, like she said, a lot of things she will have entrusted in her that she cannot say out. You understand? But she has not said that, and she go and say it out. Kuma lo dabi ekebi anti Ajoke. Kala anti Ajoke lo sọ fún mi. O le la shaky, but ele you that wa coded. So, but sincerely, on a very serious note, I believe there are more to this that we are saying. If Femi himself comes out to talk, maybe we will all be amazed at what he will say, because we women, we are very sentimental. That is the truth, and we are full of emotions. Some of us will not say the truth the way it is. Iyawo cannot be 100% innocent on this, and I don't think she has, told this lady that she's innocent. But they are keeping quiet. They might have their reason for keeping quiet. And like I said, for Baba Femi Adebayo that has gone through this, and he did one interview and said he regretted ever going into polygamy. That what he knows today, if he had known it that time, he wouldn't have gone into polygamy. I'm sure he will never be part of those that will encourage his son to leave that marriage, unless there are things that cannot be, said out there. I'm telling you. And remember, Femi is a lawyer. He knows all the tricks that he can use to get his property back. I want to believe he did this perfectly for this lady. But I really want to come out tonight, because the lady said they put her in a place and it's a short let, and they don't know when, if that money goes off, where will she be? She doesn't have any other place to go. So we don't know what they have done now. Ejo, Baba wa Femi Adebayo, Baba wa Adebayo, and Mama wa Iya Femi Adebayo. We love you, and we know that Mama Jade is a woman to emulate anytime, any day.